Hi there, my name's Todd Mihan. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the making of Morning Jam Guitar Instrumental episode 480. Here's the idea for 480, Morning Jam episode 480. Tapping it out into Pro Tools here for my click track. So now when I, go to record the scratch track, which I'm going to do right now. It will be in time here. 2, 3, 4. I also recorded another idea for a change. Let's see what that is. All right, so I got a little second part there. I'm gonna punch that in here where I just stopped. I'm just getting my rough outline here. Once again, this is a scratch track that I'm gonna play the drums to. I just have to figure out how long I want these parts to be and maybe add something else towards the end of the song, like a bridge kind of deal. I'm not really sure, but I mean, this is kind of the basic vibe of it. I mean, that gives me a lot, I know what the tempo is. I kind of, I have some kind of idea of, what the feel is going to be for the drums. All right, it's time for some drums. Morning Jam 480. This is kind of a funky vibe. Shouldn't be too difficult to get a drum track. Hopefully easier than last week. But I have my phone back there. I'm going to start the program from my phone, so that kind of works out because my computer's here and obviously my drums are way back there, so that makes it a little difficult. Start this and run back there constantly. If I have to punch in or something, I can just rewind a little bit and start and stop the program from my phone back there. So I had a question about the drum setup, the recording setup, the mics and preamps. I got a 57 on the snare, just an Audix D2 on the rack tom, just because it's nice and small. It's got a clip on it here. 421 on the floor tom. I like a 421 here too, but it's a little big, and I always end up hitting it. 421 on the floor, kick, another 421, overheads, Beyer M160s, ribbon mics, and an AEAR 84 right now for the room mic. I kind of just use for the room whatever mic is set up on the stand here. Sometimes I'll be singing and it's an RE20 or SM7 or whatever. The drum mics are all plugged in to this Switchcraft panel here. You can see them. They go from a DB25 cable out of that. Here are the mic preamps, API snare, API floor tom, rack tom. Kick drum is this 73 Junior Neve clone Heritage Audio. This one is the room mic right now, or a vocal mic or whatever. I'm kind of auxiliary. This mic is usually plugged into this guy. The overheads are this Pacifica here. Snare bottom. And I usually use this kind of as a DI for my scratch guitars and stuff. And I've been using this Vintech Dual 72 for the electric guitars. And that cable is going back there into the vocal booth in the back here. Into this little, into that box, out of that box, into this guy. Out of that to the desk here. And then I have a patch bay here, so I can patch in any of these compressors and stuff that I need. Nice small TT patch bay, one rack space, a couple compressors and stuff, a couple distressors, this stereo expressor, this warm audio 1176 clone, this DBX converter. I only have 8 ins, so got 8 mics on the drums. Punch in. Right now I'm fast forwarding through the timeline of Pro Tools to get to where I want to punch in here. Leave myself a little kind of lead in so I can have time to kind of play along and get to that part. It's really not as bad as it seems. I've never played this before, so I'm kind of trying to write parts as I go here. This usually takes me an hour to an hour and a half each week to get this drum track done, and I'm, as the weeks go on, I try and make it more professional sounding, as professional sounding as I possibly can. It would be easy to just tap it out in a drum program or something, but I enjoy the challenge of actually playing it, and in some ways it's quicker to just execute what you have in your mind, if you're physically able. If you have the skills. I don't always have the skills to get out what I am hearing in my head, but I try my best and hopefully get a little better each week. Alright, the drums are done. I got my workout for the week. On to play the bass. Trying to come up with a bass line for this. Here's the guitar part and the drums. So we got B to A to E. I want to follow the kick pattern somewhat. I want to land on those hits. Here's what I have. Here's what I came up with. Let's see what I can do here. Here we go. So I have this breakdown part in the middle with this crazy guitar riff. Grabbing this ending on this tune here. plinky. So I have to hit that last note a little softer. Let's listen. So I hit the last note again. Let's do this. It's kind of fun and unexpected. All right, it's Friday afternoon, getting ready to record rhythm guitars for Morning Jam, episode 480. I'm just going to use the same deluxe that's still mic'd up from last week. And the old tube screamer. See how that sounds? I've gone over this before, but I plug the pedal into this SGI box that follows a cable that goes back to where the amp is in the vocal booth. And that's where the amp is when I'm recording the lead guitar in the video for these. And I have the power supply here, Voodoo Labs pedal power, that I can just plug stuff into, whatever I got here. So pretty convenient. Just gonna start with this and see how it sounds. When I start a new session in Pro Tools, I have a template, so everything's routed where it needs to go. So all the inputs and everything and all the tracks are kind of already made. I got a couple scratch tracks already there. So basically when I turn it on, I just arm that track, plug in directly to that, and I have a sound. So right now I have rhythm here already set up and routed to this mic pre, or this mic pre is routed to it. So I'm all set. I just have to patch a couple things over there and then I'm all good. So it's pretty quick. 52 reissue telly into deluxe reverb right now. Here's with the tube screamer. Here's the part. About that. The scratch track was on in there too, so I think I'll turn that off and punch in from the point and learn this part that I made up that I don't really kind of remember what it is. That thing. Just gonna play that much of it with the rhythm, and then because the lead guitar is gonna do something else, something like that. Let's check it out. Got to give myself a little pre-roll. I'm gonna punch in. Play over this now, see how it feels. Thursday morning, getting ready to film the Morning Jam episode 480. A little late start. Yesterday was Memorial Day. I had a couple gigs over the weekend, so I've been busy. I decided I'm going to use this guitar kind of last minute. This thing's tuned down a half step, so I had originally written the song in B, so I'm going to have to play it in C now. No big deal, but yeah, I figure people are getting a little tired of the Telecaster all the time. Still my favorite. But so this is an Ernie Ball Music Man Axis BFR Ball Family Reserve. It's pretty sweet. Plays great. It's got 9-gauge strings on it. I'm used to 10s, so definitely plays like butter. It's got the Floyd Rose here. This guitar has an interesting story. I actually won this guitar in a contest and was on a Tommy Lee record. Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. His solo project, Methods of Mayhem. Had a thing called the Public Record. The Public Record was a thing where you could download the basic tracks to his songs for his album he was putting out and add your own parts to it. So a buddy of mine told me about that this was happening, so I jumped right on it and wrote a part to this song, Talk Me Off the Ledge. Turned out it was the very first submission into the contest, and I won this sweet guitar and got my part on the record, so pretty fun. So this Ernie Ball guitar is going into the full tone plimsoll pedal here, out into my favorite amp, my little Pro Junior. It's got a 57 on it. Right here's the guitar directly into the Pro Junior. Plimsoll on. Got a little delay in Pro Tools here and reverb. All right, here we go. All right, that's all done. A little squirrely in spots, but it was fun. I'm going to try some keyboard parts on this just to match that bum, 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 bum part. And then maybe some other stuff. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Thanks for checking out this video, and once again, you can check out a new Morning Jam episode every Thursday morning right here on my channel. Let's take a look at Morning Jam episode 480.